Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and on today's video we're going to review a fragrance from Armani. As you have seen by the title, today we're reviewing another fragrance from Armani. This is Armani Prive's fragrance line. They have these beautiful colored bottles, and the one we have today is Vert Malachite, which is the sister or the brother fragrance to Rouge Malachite, which is this one here. There are quite a few different colored bottles. They have, I believe, Bleu Lazuli, which is right here. They also have Vert Malachite, which is this one. There is Magenta Tanzanite, Indigo Tanzanite. There's quite a few of them out there. They're all more expensive than the Armani Prive collection. So Armani Prive is a little bit weird. They have Les Eaux, which is going to be their cheaper line. It's going to be the Eau de Toilette. They're going to be 190 for 100 mils. They also make small ones in some of them. Then they have the black bottles, which is going to be more, incensey, more Arabian type of fragrances. It's going to have Oud Royal, Walls and Incense, and those are a little bit, less expensive than these guys here. These do retail for $340 US for 100 mils or 3.4 fluid ounces, so quite a bit of money. So starting off the video, here is the packaging, and it is a green box. It has that, type of rock. So it has this malachite effect on the actual glossiness here. These are little sleeves, and then you pull out the box here. This is what the Armani Prive box looks like for every single bottle for Armani. It is cardboard. It is a kind of like soft, plushy type of cardboard type of paper, so it's a little porous. It will stain if you get it dirty because obviously it is porous. And then you open this guy up and voila, you get your fragrance inside and it sits in there snugly. Just note that if you buy this fragrance, sometimes it does come out of place there and it might wiggle around. But here is the bottle, and it is a green color. It's not an intense green like it does look like online. It is a more, I call it Cinco de Mayo green. So just for comparison, if you actually look at the box itself, it's a little bit darker. It's more of an emerald green, and this one here is a little bit more vibrant. I do think that they change from bottle to bottle because they cannot replicate this effect on every single bottle, exactly the same. It is a very nice packaging. If you look at that, very nice. You do get this rock looking cap on here, and here is the sister fragrance. So these are meant to be a pair. They are sister fragrances. They're supposed to mimic each other. One is supposed to be red malachite. The other one's supposed to be green malachite. That's why one is called rouge and the other one's called vert. They're very similar in a lot of ways, but they're also very distinctly different. So this fragrance was launched in 2016. The perfumer for this fragrance is Fabrice Pellegrin. I will list it down here below. The top notes for this are going to be petitgrain and orange. Your middle notes, you're going to get ylang ylang and jasmine absolute. In the base, you're going to get benzoin, white lily, and vanilla. So it is another white floral fragrance, just like Rouge Malachite. It does add some nice citric notes to their actual fragrance itself, which is going to add that very different point of view. The benzoin in this fragrance is going to give it a sweet, nice, resiny type of element to it. Now, do note that this fragrance itself is nice. Now, the only issue is that I first sprayed it. My first impression was this smells like Hypnotic Poison by Dior. That comparison did go away as the fragrance did dry down. It did become a more seductive, ethereal type of fragrance. It was very bright and sparkly at the very top, and then it dried down to be mysterious and deep and have a nice element to it, which is very different from Hypnotic Poison. Hypnotic Poison to me smells like black licorice. So when I first tried this fragrance and I thought it smelled like that, I was like, not a good fragrance, but it did dry down to be a very complex, beautiful masterpiece of a fragrance. When you first spray this fragrance, you get a nice sweet orange up top, and that orange is surrounded by jasmine and white lily. It is a white floral fragrance, so it's going to be the star of the show when it comes to this fragrance. Then we get that beautiful jasmine absolute in this fragrance, which is going to add that beautiful, sophisticated flair to the actual fragrance itself. Then we get the beautiful benzoin, which is going to give it that sweet, resiny element to the actual fragrance. And the baseline to this fragrance is vanilla, so you're going to get that sweet, crisp vanilla. It's not going to be a very overly sweet vanilla, so it's not going to be like something like Tobacco Vanille, or it's not going to be a fragrance such as Vanille Fatale by Tom Ford, but it is going to have that sweet element there at the base, which is going to really ground this fragrance, make it warm, make it sensual, make it sexy, and really just add that, extra flair to the fragrance and that extra complexity that makes this fragrance so unique and so different. Now, do note that this fragrance is considered to be a unisex fragrance, just like Rouge Malachite is considered to be a unisex fragrance. Both of these lean feminine to me. They do come off as more mature scents, and I will say that some people will probably think they're going to be more youthful, like Tom Ford did Lost Cherry in those colorful bottles. They also did Bitter Peach and a bunch of other ones that are in those colorful bottles. Armani Prive's fragrances that come in these bottles are more mature. They're not, more youthful per se. So they're going to be a little bit more sophisticated. They're going to have depth and quality to them. They're going to have longevity and performance as well. But the problem is that if you are looking for a, masterpiece that's going to be a mainstream fragrance, these are not going to be your friends because they're not going to be fragrances that everyone and anyone will like. They're more of acquired taste fragrances, and that's why they're more expensive as well, because they're not meant to be mainstream fragrances and they're not meant to be loved by the masses. I will say that both of these, like I said, are sister fragrances. They're going to be very similar in the aspect that they have the same DNA and blueprint for a fragrance. Now, the difference is going to lie in that this one is going to be a little bit more of the spicy, more seductive, more sultry version of the fragrance, and Vert Malachite is going to be the more sweeter, more softer, supple version of that. And it's really nice because I really feel like in the world that we're in currently, it's very difficult to make a very deep, sexy fragrance that has an old world flair. And this one does have that old luxury type of quality to it, but it's very modern. It's a very 21st century version of a luxury and epitome. And I do like it for that reason. I do think that it's worth it for that reason. Now, they are 340 US dollars, so they're quite expensive. And if you get it or not, that's really up to you. I mean, I think they are really pretty bottles. They're probably not worth $340 to collect these guys. But I will say that out of the three that I have here so far, my favorite is Rouge Malachite, then followed by Vert Malachite, and I will say that Blue Lazuli is my least favorite out of these. But this fragrance does have that beautiful old world charm, and I definitely think that it is worth the cost. Now, just so you do know, I got mine, I believe it was either on fragrancebuy.ca or Joma Shop. I can't remember right now, but I did get it a lot cheaper. This is the nice thing about Armani Prive is that from time to time you are able to find them discounted. And if you're able to find it discounted, then I would certainly say to snatch it up because they are very expensive fragrances. And Armani does run sales quite frequently. So the Armani website will give you 40% off, 30% off. But for some reason, they always exclude Armani Prive. I think that's because they want to maintain that, high-end luxury feel to it. And because of that, they don't discount, the Armani Prive collection. But I do think that this is a really nice fragrance. I think it's perfect for the fall and winter season. I think that you will really, really like it, especially if you're going to go for a nice, sophisticated New Year's party or a nice, sophisticated, a holiday party as well. Then definitely try this fragrance. I think you'll really, really stand out. You'll definitely stand out and really enjoy this well-crafted fragrance. Let me know down in the comments what your guys' thoughts on Vert Malachite are. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you love it? Do you not love it? Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Let me know which one of these colorful bottles from Armani is your favorite one. Do you like magenta tanzanite? Do you like indigo tanzanite? Do you like blue lazuli? Do you like Vert Malachite or Rouge Malachite or whatever other one there is out there? Let me know all of that down in the comments. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and let me know also what other fragrances you would like me to review on this channel. Until next time, I hope you guys all take care and have a very safe and happy holiday season. Bye bye.